Hello, welcome people. This is Gargi Choudhary and welcome to One on One. Today we have Kshitij. Yeah, he's a third year medical student. He's a senior of mine, but he's a friend, like a dear friend to me. And apart from that there's a long list of what all he has done. Let me read that for you guys. So he's the batch president of IM25. He's a basketball player. He's a secretary in our IMD council. He's a senior writer in lab, and he's a member of Dr. Hope, educator who has really helped all of us in research, biochemistry, physiology, neuroanatomy, and all that. And he's an active volunteer to all those food drives. He also owns a podcast named Voices of Humanity, and he's a YouTuber who has videos more than 102 the number, and he has a Telegram channel. Let me know if I'm missing something.
I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And half of those things, I don't think I'm really dedicated anymore.
But you did something to, you did something to achieve them. So I guess.
Thank you.
So I'll say that he's a diverse man with diverse journey. That's what I will call him. Moving on, I have a question for you to kickstart this podcast. Basically, I believe where you grow up, it brings a lot of layers to your personality.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Your character is quite defined by it. And I asked a similar question to the guy I was doing podcast with.
Okay.
So I have a question for you. That is there anything about your hometown / the town you spend the most time in that you think shaped who you are today?
That's a really good question. But before I answer that question, I'd like to thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk. And in fact, since you told, I also have a podcast, and I've not been putting any content in it for the last, let's say, 1 year. I've left it, but she doing all this right now has inspired me to start that again. So I'm giving it a thought. So thank you for having me. So I'm really looking forward to this conversation. So now to answer your question. So the place I was born and I was grown up was Chennai. Okay. Chennai, it's the capital of Tamil Nadu. So if you ask anyone about Chennai, they wouldn't know about the part where I grew up in, because I'm from the northern part of Chennai. And the first thing you say about North Chennai, there's a term called, in Tamil North is Vada, okay, Vadai. So they call it Vada Chennai. So if someone hears you say Vada Chennai, people will think that, oh, you are from a rowdy family.
Oh, okay.
You are the fisherman class. You are the goons. So that's what comes into the mind of people when they start talking about Vada Chennai. The place is actually like that. But there is a part of Vada Chennai in which there's a decent community and all that. I don't say Vada Chennai is not good. Okay, it's really good. So yeah, I wanted to get that out, because when I say North Chennai, people are like, oh, this guy doesn't look like he's from North Chennai. If he was from North Chennai, he'd be in the harbor by now, selling fishes. So that's what people usually think about students or anyone they see from North Chennai. But that's not it. North Chennai has more to it. Okay, so I grew up in North Chennai. What was your question again? Did it shape me in a specific
somehow,
way?
Yeah.
Okay, so the thing is, most of my childhood until my 4th grade, I was in North Chennai. Okay. From 5th standard, I moved to a boarding school. That was in another city called Kanjipuram. It's outside.
Tamil Nadu.
Yeah, it's outside Chennai. It's like 80 kilometers from Chennai. So from 6th standard, I was in a boarding school. So to be honest, my answer would be very simple, that in my childhood, it did not contribute to a lot of factors that have made me who I am today. But right now, again, I'm in a hostel. We are in a different country. I've not spent a lot of time in Chennai. So yeah, I don't think it has contributed too much, but I love Chennai.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry if the answer is not as good as you wanted it to be, but to be honest, I'm giving it a thought. I cannot...
Let me share my experience.
Yeah, sure.
I was basically born in Ghaziabad. Ghaziabad is a city in Uttar Pradesh, and it comes in the Delhi NCR area.
Okay.
We people of Ghaziabad don't think we belong from Ghaziabad. They believe that we are from Delhi.
Okay.
So we are very much influenced by that. The education there is very good. It's like top notch.
Okay.
And when you are there in a city like that, you have so many opportunities to network. But as a child, you don't do that, right?
Yeah, we don't do that.
Yeah, but I was like the old. I love to speak. I love
Okay.
to do public speaking.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. So that place gave me the stage to be who I am. I used to do Nukkad Natak also. Do you know what's that?
No,
A street
no.
play.
Okay,
You
okay.
wear a particular type of cloth. It's a
Okay,
kurta and a
okay.
jeans, white kurta, and you basically go to the streets to educate people in a way of play.
Okay.
Yeah, so you are doing a skit in front of people with drums and all that, and you're trying to educate them about, like, let's say, women empowerment,
Okay.
about like the patriots which give their life for us, something like that. So I guess if I was born in a different city, I would not been like this the way I
Okay.
am, because my family essentially is from Rajasthan,
Okay.
and I believe the development there has started just now.
Okay.
The time I was born in 2002, I don't think so they had much to give me, but I'm really thankful for my roots also.
Okay.
But yeah, I give the whole credit to Ghaziabad for making me who I am. So that's that. But I don't know about Davao. Maybe after 5 years,
Yeah.
I'll be saying something
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
But surely it's also gonna give us something.
Yes,
to,
yes.
You know. So that's what
100%,
I
yeah. So, yeah, to be honest, I do not have an experience like that because, as I said, most of you don't think about life when you're a child, right? When you're in your 4th grade or when you're in 3rd grade, you just exist, you enjoy, you eat, you play, you go back to your home. That's all. And when I was correctly growing up, the transition happened for me to go into a hostel. So most of my life I was in a hostel. So I can't really think of an answer to give you for this. It didn't, to be honest, it did not shape me in any way. But there's a difference between loving a city and what that city gave you, right?
you.
I obviously love Chennai than any other place. It feels like home. Okay, when I go to Chennai, it is home. Even though I might complain about its climate all the time. Okay, it's so hot, worse than Davao. Yeah, it's worse than Davao. But I love Chennai. When I go to Chennai, it feels like home. I love the food because my family is there, my relatives are there. So in that way, yeah. But specifically, no, I cannot. I cannot
It's okay,
think
that's
about a
also
reason.
an answer. That's
Yeah.
also an answer that can be, because it's different for me. It might be different for you. Is there any favorite memory of yours from your childhood? Like not from your childhood, from Chennai. Like a memory you associate with Chennai.
Okay, a memory which
You associate with Chennai.
should I tell you a silly one or a serious one or
Both.
both? Okay, so my favorite part about Chennai, let me start with the silly one.
Okay.
My favorite part about Chennai is the beach. Okay, so you can literally see the beach from my house's balcony. So we are in the 7th floor, so you can see the beach from the balcony, the harbor and the beach and all. So there's this beach called Marina Beach in Chennai. It's one of the largest beaches in the Asia, the longest beach in Asia.
Okay.
It is the longest beach in Asia, Marina Beach. You can Google that up if you want. So in front of Marina Beach, there is a cricket ground. Okay, I was obsessed with cricket when I was in like 2nd or 3rd grade, but I don't know anything about cricket right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So this cricket ground had these barriers outside in the perimeter. Okay, so I was just so curious what was going on there. I put my head between those 2 rods, and my head got stuck. And this is like in the center of the city. Okay, it's like a place where a lot of people come because it's near the beach. Okay, and it's cricket. A lot of people come, and my head got stuck.
How
I
old
think I
were
was
you?
in 3rd or 2nd standard, and they literally had to call the engineering team to cut those rods with tools and the big vehicles they had to bring to move those rods to take my head out. Okay, the entire time I was crying like crazy.
How long were you stuck there? For
Maybe
like
2 hours.
2 hours?
Yeah. My mom almost. I cannot recollect a lot of things, but my mom fed me water and all when I was stuck through putting her hand the other way. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. It's funny.
It is funny. Yeah. So from that time on, whenever I pass through Marina Beach, whenever I see those rods, this comes to my mind.
No.
Okay.
Traumatic.
It's traumatic, but I don't remember much now, but I have a gist of what happened. I know my head got stuck. I know I was crying for a long time, and they had to bring tools and stuff to
That's-
bend the rod and
That's what
take me
curiosity
out.
does to you.
Yeah, take me out. So ever since then, I pass through that side. I think about this. Yeah. it's fun now, but at that time, obviously, I would have been traumatized after that incident.
Other
Yeah, so this
one.
was a silly one.
Okay.
Serious one, I would say, is what I have to think. What's the one thing about your city that you like?
About that.
Am I allowed to question you with this?
Yeah, of course. I love that.
So that I have time to think.
What is, I'm saying I have to think about it.
Yeah, see,
Uh,
that's how you feel when you're on the other side. Okay, I'm giving a taste of your own.
What's the favorite thing?
Your editor should cut this part out, I guess.
No, no, let it be there. I love that it's so close to Delhi. Like I don't know, like if that's actually an answer, but
Okay.
I I can die for Delhi. That's what I feel.
Okay.
I'm so in love with it. I can make a tattoo out of it. I'm serious.
Okay.
So it's so the proximity is so close that you can just grab a metro and in within 20 to 30 minutes you are in the city. You are in Delhi, and then everything is nice. Like then you can take any line and you can see like you are in the metro and on from through the window you can see that there is a Qutub Minar, there is something and like that. So it's really nice. Also. It was the first time I went to Gurudwara in Delhi, and that made me so much calm. Like I am not that calm, but yeah, if I'll say that I'm a bit calm, it's because of that place. And I took the decision of coming to Philippines and sitting in a Gurudwara.
Oh.
So when I think of Delhi, it reminds me of my favorite place. That's a Gurudwara, and it's a particular one. So I love that. And what else? The food is good.
Yeah.
Like I never used to be a foodie,
Okay.
but in my drop year I ate so much, and thanks to Sumedha, like she used to be a foodie back then, and she introduced me all those places.
Okay.
And till date I'm like, oh god,
Yeah, you're a foodie now, I guess.
yeah, and she's not. So
Yeah, it's
that's
the
what
other
she
way
did.
around.
Yeah, that's what she did to me, but it's okay. And I love the evenings.
Okay.
The time when the sun is going to set, that time is so nice. The favorite memory is being on a scooty with Sumedha and moving around on the
Okay.
streets of Delhi. So that's the best thing.
Okay, now that you told about Gurudwara, I have a similar experience because Tamil Nadu usually has a lot of temples everywhere. So literally every street you have a temple. Okay.
And I love the thing that those are very different. The
The architecture is
so
different.
good.
The temples in south and the temples in certain states, like let's say Karnataka. Karnataka's temples are a bit different than Tamil Nadu's temple.
Really?
Yeah, but Karnataka's and Kerala's temples are a little bit similar.
Oh.
Okay, so there are many patterns to it, but yeah, so there are a lot of temples, and one of my favorite memories is going to a temple called Meenakshi Amman Temple. Meenakshi means Durga, the goddess Durga. Okay, so there's this temple near our place. It's like a 20-kilometer ride. You have to go to that place. So whenever I feel like I used to cry, or whenever I used to go through a rough patch or something or the other was happening in the family, my mom used to take me to that temple, or my grandma used to take me to that temple. Similarly, my grandma has taken me to a ton of temples in Chennai and all over India. Okay, any tour you decide to go with her, you're in for a temple darshan.
Wow.
Okay, so I feel like, yeah, temples are the best part about Chennai because there are so many temples and the vibe inside a temple is so good. It's really good. It's as if you've entered heaven. I mean, in a good note.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, in a good note. It's so calm and it's
So peaceful.
you feel purified. Even though you might be going through a lot of things, you enter a temple, you feel purified.
I agree. Same.
Yeah, so I from my childhood, the time I spent in Chennai, I remember this part that going to temples actually helped me a lot, and there was an excitement about getting free prasad
Yeah, right?
and all those things, right? Yeah, so that's
Even
pretty much it.
Even I have seen those temples, like one temple, because my father, he works in a hospital and the owner is from Chennai. So they have made a temple in the premises.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's very different. Like in North India, we have temple which is literally like this.
Yeah. Okay.
Just that,
Okay.
nothing more. But that temple, it has so much going on.
Yeah.
So, like I can't even explain you what it is, but it's so beautiful.
Yeah,
Like
it's really good.
I can stand and I can stare at it. Like there's a detailing in there,
Yeah,
which
there
is
is.
which is lovely. Yeah. Okay.
good, yeah.
Tell me more about your childhood. Do you no? Okay. Boarding school.
Yeah, boarding school.
How was it? Was it an all-boys school?
No, it was not an all-boys school. It was boys and girls both. But obviously, in the hostel, it's boys separate and girls separate, right? Yeah. So I was against boarding school when my mom joined me first. I got to know about this. Then I started crying. I told her I'm not going. You have to pull me and take me to the school. Then somehow I gave in. And then the day she dropped me off in the residential school, it's a big campus, okay? It's like a 70-80 acre campus. So you have to take a bus to go from the school block to the hostel block. It's like uphill a little bit, downhill and all that. So the first time, parents are not allowed inside the hostel.
Okay.
So they are allowed only till the school. So my mom gave me my luggage, and we don't have phones, okay, that time. No phones, nothing. So my mom gave me my luggage, and I went inside the bus thinking my mom would come with me till my hostel. Okay, and that stupid ass, I'm sorry, cut it out. That bus conductor, he closed the door. I was like, Mom, where are you? You're not coming? I started crying.
No.
Like a waterfall started coming out of my eyes. I was like, Mom, you're not coming. I didn't even say a proper bye. I went near the window. I was weeping. Thinking, oh, you're not coming to the hostel. She's like, no, they're not going to let me. I have to say bye to you here. So I went crying to the hostel. I didn't know what to do, anything. I went inside, I kept my luggage. I was crying till night. I didn't even eat dinner. I ate dinner, but yeah, I was crying till night. But then after that, everything changed. That was the only day I cried.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
That's so good.
The story took a big turn. That was the only day I cried.
You know, my parents used to say this, that we'll send you to a boarding school as a punishment. If I didn't used to study, they'll be like, we'll send you to boarding school. And I have this fear. I was so scared that I was like, okay, I'll study. I'll do anything, but I will not go to a boarding school. They did the same trick with my brother then.
Okay.
And then, I don't know, I think he was very stubborn and he was like, okay, send me and something. I don't remember exactly. But yeah, I don't think so. Any Indian child would like to do that.
But for me, that was not the case. She did not send me because she threatened me, you study or else I'll be putting you in. It was more because of the situation in my home. She didn't want me to see all those bad situations. She didn't want me to have a negative influence at home. She wanted me to stay away from all that, and she wanted time to sort her own problems. So that's why she decided to put me. She had to. But that time I had a lot of hate for her, those 1 month or 2 months. I'm like, why are you doing this to me? What did I do to you? You know, when we're kids, we think a lot, right? I had a lot of hate. But till date, whenever, I guess just 2 weeks back, I tell her, the best decision you took in your life was to put me in a hostel, in as soon as 5th standard. That was the best decision she took, because I am who I am because of hostel, joining that specific hostel. Shout out to Maharishi International Residential School.
Let's go. Yeah.
But the school is trash.
But it made you who you are today, and it's trash.
Yeah.
It's fine, okay.
Yeah.
You did it by yourself. Let's say that.
Yeah, let's say that. And my friends too. Yeah.
Yeah, they are a very integral part of our life. So, do you believe in best friends?
Okay. I have a really, I don't know. Do you believe in best friends?
Yeah, friends forever.
Yeah, I do believe. I have a strong case for it. Yeah, I do believe in best friends, because the only friend who I talk to till now, till date, without having, I don't think I've even had a single fight with him. It's my friend from school. His name is Dhananjayan. I think I've done a podcast with him also. You would have seen, but he's subpar to me. Let's say he's subpar to me. But yeah, I would suggest his friendship with me is a classic example of why I believe that best friends exist. Only that one, only that example. Because through the years I've learnt not to
Trust anyone?
not trust. Yeah, that part is there obviously. Not to submit myself to someone or be
Independent.
Yeah, or be totally free, like be not even hide anything from them. So if there's a person like that, then that's him for me. Yeah, he's the only friend from school I talk till date. Yeah, every week we chat, we call whenever we can. Yeah, so that's the only thing I can say. Yeah, but best friends. See, when you talk about best friends, there are many things that go into two people becoming best friends. Is it because of you both are good at studies? Is it because you both are part of some organization or a team, or let's say sports, or is it because you both have fun, or is it because the situation just you guys met and then you had to like spend your day-to-day activities along with them? So I feel like a best friend should be described by all of it, whatever I said right now. Okay, all those criteria should check, and the level of seriousness should be 0 for a best friend. Okay. I'm not saying that he should not be serious at all. He should obviously give you feedback and all that. You should not take anything personal if you have a best friend or that. That's what I feel, and that's what me and my friend do. We don't take anything personal.
That's a good advice. Actually.
Yeah, we don't take anything personal, even if it's against each other, or if someone tries to put something on each other and make us separate. We don't do that. We like, it's okay. Life is bigger than this. We can be good friends and enjoy life more. That has always been my thought.
Actually good advice for girls. Like, like they have a lot of problems. The girls, their friendship is not that solid, if you can say. They're not that tight. So I think they can learn something from boys. But people do try. Like if I may say, people look up to boys' friendship as the ideal example of what friendship.
By people, do you
like.
mean girls?
Girls, yeah. Sorry, yeah, girls do look up. A lot of don't, but yeah. For me, when I see like my friends, the friends, boy friends, they're so close. I really love that about them. The way they are with each other, they're not that way with us. They cannot be, and no girl is like that. But exception, the Sumita is like that. So yeah, that for me that she is best friend. But yeah, I take her too seriously sometimes, so I need to learn that and unlearn something. Okay, when you were saying that your mom made the best decision to put you in the boarding school, actually I related to it because I think my parents made a very good decision to send me here.
Okay.
To actually. They pushed me to take medicine.
Okay.
So I think it's a very good decision because I know I could not have done anything else. And I think they always know what they are doing.
You cannot think about yourself being in some other field right now.
Right now I cannot. If it was, let's say, 5 years back, I had a lot in my mind. But then they said that, no, you have to do this thing. And I was sad. I was not happy about this, but then now I'm happy.
Yeah.
This place is giving me a lot. I'm getting introduced to people like you and a lot of people, so it's really nice. So yeah, that. So do you agree that whatever decision a parent make, it turns out,
Okay, that's it. It's gonna sound controversial.
Okay.
But I mean, it depends on the situation. Not all the time. Okay. It depends on the situation. But their intention is always going to be good. Their intention is never going to be bad. It might be something that we do not like to do, but the overall intention behind them asking us to do a specific thing or asking us to think about career different from what we wanted would be always with a good intention, and they have that fear factor, right? Parents, obviously, they do not want to see you suffer. I don't know about other country parents, but Indian parents are like that. They want their children to be safe, secure, sound, and they want us off the streets. They don't want us to see running for jobs here and there, asking people for help. They want us to be independent. I guess in the longer run, whatever advice or decisions parents make for us, when they're supposed to make for us, when we don't have the maturity to think about it, I guess in the longer run, yes, it is good. I would say it is good. But again, it depends on the situation. You cannot, it's a general idea. What I'm giving right now, it's like a general idea. But again, in specific situations, it could be different for specific people.
Yeah, we are different generations. The thought process can be different. So that can be that. I know that your grandfather is a doctor.
Yeah, he is.
Did it influence you that he was a doctor, so you thought of being a doctor?
Not until 12th standard. I didn't want to become a doctor until 12th standard.
Okay.
I wanted to be a pilot or a basketball player, a professional basketball player. That was my dream. From 11th standard, I was not so much into, let's say, I didn't want to learn coding. Okay, so that's why I didn't take computer science group.
Okay.
And my school just had computer science, biology and commerce. And I didn't want the commerce part because of the math and all that. But the irony here is I still took math along with biology.
So you have PCMB.
Yeah, PCMB, the most difficult one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So choosing biology was this, and then NEET coaching institution came inside my school, and they were taking classes, and I got introduced to NEET. So that's when I started giving it a thought, like, okay, how about doctor? Now that the pilot and NBA player goals are not looking too realistic, let me study. And I started studying biology. I started getting more interest about it. Okay, then I spoke with my mom and I spoke with my grandpa and all. They're like, yeah, it's a really good field. You can help people. At the same time, you can earn more. You'll get a lot of connections. You'll have respect till the end of life and all those things. So I was like, okay, fine, let me try. Then somehow I went along with it, and then here I am. I gave NEET exam. Yeah, that's a different story. I gave NEET. All this happened. Now I'm in a medical school. 1.5 more years to finish my school right now. Yeah. So him being a doctor is inspiring me more now than before, because now I see us as medical students. We are not even 0.1% of what doctors were before, who studied before, like let's say the class of 1970, 1980, 1990s. I don't think we can ever be at their level, because their level of dedication and knowledge and experience is off the charts. It's really off the charts. It's so inspiring to see. My grandpa is now, I think he's 74, 75, 76, I'm not sure. 74 to 76. He still practices full day, from morning 9 to afternoon 2, and then evening 5 to night 9. Every single day except Sundays, he still practices. He goes to the clinic by himself, comes back, sees around, let's say, 30-40 patients a day on a busy day, and he comes back. So looking at him now is giving me more inspiration to do well in my med school. But before, no, because I actually didn't want to become a doctor.
Yeah,
It was just random flow of events that happened, and I chose the field. But now looking at him, he's one of my biggest source of inspiration on why I should become a doctor and what type of doctor I want to become. Like, what should be my level of maturity when I be a full-fledged doctor, which is very soon, hopefully. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about basketball.
Did I answer your question?
Yes,
Yeah,
you did.
okay.
Very well. Actually, you answered 2 questions of mine. I wanted to ask you that were you always interested in medicine, like since childhood? Like, a lot of people are there who wanted to be doctors.
Yeah,
that's
people
all.
have their, let's say, annual day, they dress up as doctors, right? I've never done that too. I've dressed up as an army personnel and a pilot only, I guess, once for my annual day. Actually, joining the army was my backup plan.
That was the
Because I was in NCC army in school from 8th standard, both A and B certificates. So I wanted to be in an army, because my friend Dhananjayan, he's trying for army only now.
Oh, so
Yeah.
he did
So
try for NDA?
He tried for NDA, and
SSC?
unfortunately he couldn't go through. And he's trying all other routes.
SSC is also there. So.
Yeah, SSC is there, and then he wants to join the Air Force, to be specific. So he's trying all the other routes to get inside Air Force. Let's hope he does get in.
That's nice.
So we both were like on the same page, and we wanted to do army. And our army, what do you call them, officer in my school, he was really motivating us to join the army and all that, as an officer, not as a sepoy or a soldier.
Yeah, right.
As an officer. But yeah, so that was my other option actually.
Cool. I also, like, when they said that you have to do medicine, I thought, why not be a doctor in army then? Because I was also very much inclined towards all this. Like, army was something, because both of my grandfathers, they are retired army men. So I thought, I thought, why not that? If I have to be a doctor, why not in the army setup? So that's nice. Apart from that basketball, you played now also.
Yeah, I do
right?
play now also.
How do you find time for that?
I don't find. In fact, I didn't go to play today.
Was it because of me?
No, not because of you. It's other reasons. Yeah.
Alright.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, basketball has been crucial part of my life. See, the reason why I told being in a hostel changed my life. In that, I'd say 50% of the reason is because of basketball. Because I don't think I would have gotten introduced to basketball if not for joining a residential school. So I got introduced in 6th standard. 1 year after I went to school, got introduced to basketball. My coach, again shout out to him, Coach Praveen Kumar. Yeah, he's another inspiration for me. I don't know, I just got the hang of basketball. You know, me and my friends, I had like 3 friends when I was in 6th grade. So we, you know, all these silly plans we make when we are small. So we were like, each week we'll try a sport. Since we are in a residential school, we had all kind of sports. Okay, we were like, each week let's try a sport. We made a chart, and then first we put, we put cricket, we put football, we put tennis, we put swimming, and then the 5th or 6th one was basketball. Okay, so we did all the other ones before.
Oh my god, you were so disciplined that you did all that.
Yeah, we did every
You
week.
did a chart also.
Yeah.
So organized. Organized, yeah.
Okay, so the 5th week or something comes up, and we go to the basketball court. Okay, and we get the ball. There's a equipment room from where you can borrow balls or equipments or whatever. We get the basketball, we go there, and I'm dribbling the ball with both my hands. Okay, and I'm counting how many times I can dribble the ball without leaving the ball go away. Okay, this was the game. I didn't know anything else other than this. This was the game. So I was dribbling in the court side with my friends, and my friend was counting me 120, 121, and all that. He was counting. Then a guy from the other side called us. He's like, "You're here to play basketball. Then why are you dribbling with both hands? You shouldn't dribble with both hands." I'm like, "Sir, we don't know, sir. We just trying every new sports every week." No. I want you to try only this sport. Come, I'll train you. He called us. So we went, and then he taught us how to dribble a ball in one hand. Okay, he's like, okay, come every day. I'll teach you guys how to play, and you can play in basketball. We can maybe have a team and all that. We were suddenly excited because we went for cricket, we went for swimming, we went for football, and all those things. No one called us like this. No, a coach or PE teacher who was there called us. They just let us play. But for basketball, he called us. So we were like suddenly excited. Ooh, someone's calling us. We have someone's attention, and he wants to train us. So let's go. So that's how it started. So it started, and he became, I would say, close to a father figure to me. Because, the next 7 years, from 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 7 to 8 years, we spent time with him. We spent time on the basketball court, training, learning things from him, on and about basketball, about life, everything. It was so good. I'm so grateful for him to be my coach, and my teammates too. It was a really good journey, my basketball journey.
That's how it started.
That's how it started, yeah.
And now then you thought of become a professional basketball player.
So that's how it started, and within 6 months, I got to know that I'm good at it. Okay, I never thought I'll be like a great player and all, but in 6 months I got to know I can be good at this. You know how I got to know about that? I was just this tall, okay? I mean, I was pretty tall in 6th standard too. So when the seniors were playing a game, one senior went out because he got injured or something. He left the court. There were no people to fill. So only us juniors were practicing in the court. So my coach looked at me and he's like, "Okay, come, you come and play inside." Okay, I was like scared. All are tall, 6'3", 6'4" people, 6 feet. I'm like 5'5", 5'4", I don't know, in 6th standard, how much I was. So he called me, he's like, "Play." I went, I played, and my footwork was good. So there is part of basketball that involves a lot of footwork, how you move with your feet. Okay, feet and the ball, the coordination. My footwork was good. I was able to fake opponents very easily and move them the other way and pass the ball the other way. I had some tricks, like natural tricks. So he looked at them and then he was like, "Oh, this is good, impressive, nice." He started appreciating me. So that gave me more motivation, and I slowly developed from there. I trained, but until 9th standard, I was not part of the main team.
Okay.
Because the seniors were way better than me. Until 9th standard, I was a ball boy. I come, we do workouts, we run like crazy. That 400-meter ground is there, right? He makes us run like 20 rounds every day, morning, in those grounds. It's just workout, collect the ball. If the ball goes outside, give it to them and shoot after the seniors play their game. That used to be my routine till 8th or 9th standard. But after that, since I was a senior, then I got some power to, like, I trained on my power so I can face opponents. So I played the games, we went to tournaments. We didn't win much, but it was fun.
Wow, that's so nice. Also, you told me two people who had a really good impact on you, your grandpa and your coach.
Yeah.
Are there any other people who had a strong, influence on you, who actually helped you to be who you are today?
Oh, easy. My mom. Very easy. I don't even have to think about it. Like, my existence is because of my mom, obviously.
Right. Right.
Yeah, but my whatever I know today, whatever I've learned till now, whatever the experience I've had, good experiences, bad and learning experiences, everything is because of my mom. I can easily give that to her. Yeah, I cannot imagine a world without her. Yeah. It's easily my mom. The way she has taught me things. The way she has taught me to live my life, the way she has lived her life through adversity, through a lot of problems, just inspired me to be stronger than ever. Yeah, it's easily her.
That's that's so heart touching. That's
Yeah.
actually it is. Moving on. So there was a time you were prepping for US Assembly, not actually prepping,
Yeah.
but you had that in your mind,
Yeah.
right? And then you went to US also, and then you
Yeah.
were inspired by that,
Yeah.
like all the lifestyle
Yes.
they have.
Yes.
So do you think you can share, some points, some tips for people who want to actually pursue US Assembly or PLAB or AMC? Do you have something for them? I know you have, but
I cannot give specific advices because even I have not gone into core preparation
Yeah.
for USMLE. But the only thing I would say is get your mind straight about things. Like make sure that you do not put one leg on the other side, the other leg on the other side. You're going to remain confused throughout. Okay, fix something, start working to it because I'm still not fixed with what I'm going to do after fourth year.
yeah.
Okay, I'm just living my days studying. I'm focusing on third year right now, third year clinics. But only one piece of advice I would give is just fix your mind. Like have a good reason to fix your mind, like so that you don't feel guilty later. Yeah, make sure you think about a really good reason. See that if that reason is feasible in reality. Check all that. Take your time. But before you get into anything, make sure you are fixed and you're focused about it. That's what I would give because most of the people, even my friends now, my classmates in my section right now, they want to give USMLE. Okay, but then they don't have a fixed or focused idea about giving it, when to start preparing for it and all. They're always jumping from one point to another.
You're not dedicated.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't say dedicated. They're not sure what to do.
Okay.
Okay, they're like, yeah, I want to give USMLE, I want to give NEET PG also, I want to give FMG also, I want to try PLAB also. But
Okay, they're not
yeah, it's like they're being very volatile about.
dicey,
Yeah, they're being dicey, including me. Yeah, so you just have to find a solid reason, stick to that reason, fix your mind, start the preparation. That's the thing. Preparation you have to take care by yourself. But yeah, the reason part, you have to talk to a lot of people, you have to talk to your parents, you have to talk to people who have had this experience before and see if this is the right path for you. Yeah, so that's it.
A question similar to that. Do you have a productivity hack? That how to be productive?
Productivity hack.
Yeah.
I am not a productive person. I don't know, it might look like I am a productive person, but I don't think I am. I don't agree to it. But people have told me that you are productive and all that. Yeah. But to get things done, I would say when you're doing something, just focus on that. Like let's say, I'm not going to name my friend, okay? He is so addicted to Instagram that he panics if he doesn't open Instagram every hour. Okay, so I challenged him. Uninstall Instagram for 1 week. Okay, and see what's the difference after that. He still couldn't do it. Okay, he started panicking. And that Instagram is the one that disturbs him when he studies or when he's doing something else. Yeah, so for me personally, if I'm studying, I won't be on Instagram 99% of the time.
And that's what you said
Yeah.
a few days before that.
I hide my phone away. I do not. Or either I finish one full topic, then I take my phone back. Okay, so it's just, it boils down to the simple and minute details of removing distractions from your life. Yeah, and nowadays for most of, I think students will be the one who are watching this, like our age group people. The main distraction is our phone.
Same. I was thinking about the
Yeah.
same thing, exact thing last night. Because me too. I'm spending a lot of time on Instagram, which is unhealthy. I never used to do that, but now I'll just if I have my phone in my hand, I am definitely gonna open Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna.
hand automatically goes to Instagram.
Yeah.
Even if you're blinded, you still know where is Instagram.
Where it is, yeah, right. So I had this question for you. You know, any apps on your phone that you cannot live without? But I don't think so. There are any.
That I cannot live without.
Yeah.
I would say, let me check.
Yeah, tell me.
No, I wouldn't say there's an app like that. But if you would have asked me the same question 1 year back, even I would say Instagram. Okay, it's another topic by itself. Instagram is too fake. It's very fake. It's only fake.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
very true.
it's
Social
only
media,
fake.
everything is fake.
But there's a good side to it too. Like nowadays, people post MCQs and people post educational stuff also, right? So yeah, that's a good way to reach people. If you're using it for that, then it's fine.
Yeah, I mean,
But just let's take my grandpa for an example. Did he have Instagram or YouTube in 1970s?
nothing. He didn't have it in Google.
Yeah, he didn't even have Google. It was all books, and we can Google any word, term we want, chat GPT any term we want, and understand about it.
Right.
But they had to refer dictionary, medical dictionary.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That the main purpose I'm using my phone is two things. If I have to talk to my loved ones, one thing, and the other thing is content. I don't watch reels per se, no trends and all. I watch the artistic content, like some writing or some recommendations of books or movies, because I really like cinema also. So something like that, some word games and all that. That's what I do. But I can do that without phone as well.
Exactly.
It's a little difficult in Philippines because there are not much book cafes. I really like books.
Okay.
So there are not much book cafes here, and the books are very expensive for a student.
Yeah,
it's like around 700 pesos. I cannot afford that. But yeah, so the only use of the phone for me is that I consume content which I really like, but I spend unhealthy hours on it, scrolling through it, and then I get distracted. So that's what.
Almost everyone does it now. Even me, I spend unhealthy amount of hours on Instagram and Twitter. Let's say Twitter. Mainly Twitter. I follow basketball on Twitter. That's why I use Twitter. But apart from that, Instagram has been bad because even I feel anxious if I uninstall Instagram.
I can.
Okay.
I can do that.
Even I can do that.
Yeah.
But after I uninstall, I feel anxious. I feel like it would have been better if there was Instagram. I could have gone through something right now.
Yeah.
See, that's what. Going back to the point I told about my grandpa, they are known as the best class of doctors. The doctors who are like above the age of 50 right now, they are the best class of doctors. Okay, most experienced and the most you can trust them. But there's this thing like how can we trust these younger doctors? There is a thing like that, right? People think about it, but when you go meet an older doctor, they don't think about that. So I feel like without technology and media and all these things, they've become the best doctors the world has ever seen. Now why can't we? See, it's easy to say. It's very difficult to follow because it's like that now.
It's a disease.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It's a disease. But yeah.
But if you have to do something, if you want something in your life, you really need to get away from all this.
Yeah. You have to talk to people. Yeah, like what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
To go out, talk to people, interact.
One more thing, it's also about your childhood and it's a fun one. What was the most necessary item that you had when you were growing up? Is there anything?
Necessary item. I guess a notebook actually. It was a notebook. It was not like a diary or anything. It was a notebook in which I would just, if something I find is inspiring to me, I would write about it in that notebook.
Okay.
Yeah, so whenever I feel bad or when I feel depressed or when I miss someone, I just take that notebook and I start going through it. Yeah, and no one has read that notebook except for me. Yeah, so that was one thing I had until let's say 10th standard. Yeah, till 10th standard I had that and I wanted to continue having that, but no, I just dropped it.
Was it like Dear Diary?
No, it was not like diary. I wouldn't say it's like a diary, but yeah, you can say it's a diary actually. It's just my thoughts about something that I found was inspiring and that could lift my spirits when I'm feeling low.
I have the same story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I had a book I bought. It was made out of leaves, something different. The texture was totally different. It was very organic, very natural. That's what I felt, and I was so stupid that I was thinking that this is way better than anything. But still, I wanted to be a politician actually. That's
Okay.
what I was aiming for.
You still have potential.
I remember when I was in second standard, I said, like, my teacher asked me, what do you want to be? I said, I want to be the Prime Minister of India. And everybody was like, and I still want to be. That's what
Yeah,
I said.
okay.
The same thing in Pune.
Okay.
I was on the stage for some reason I don't know. The anatomy faculty called me up on, and I said the same thing, that I want to be a politician till now. So I'm collecting my audience for that.
Okay.
But yeah, so I had this diary. I loved social science. I loved economy. So whenever I used to learn something new, I used to write it down so that when I will make my manifesto,
Okay.
I will include that.
Okay.
So that's what I used to do.
You still have it?
I have the diary,
Okay.
yes. I have the diary. I remember one thing. It was about job security and the place we live in, something like that. I don't remember the exact thing, but it was more focused on job security, that people are so afraid of. Like nowadays, it's so volatile. The whole environment of a job is so volatile in India, especially.
Yeah.
And if you're not a professional, if you're
Yeah.
not skilled, it's very dangerous for you.
True.
So it was something like that. So I had that. I used to do Dear Diary also in that.
Okay,
Dear
okay.
Diary. I'm feeling this way.
I used to do that before, but no, that was not a thing that I needed to have it with me all the time. But this notebook was, yeah.
Yeah, it was very rare I used to do. Like, I'll summarize my whole week in that
Okay,
diary.
okay.
I'll write about the boys I was talking to in the diary. I will talk about everything, in that diary. And I also used to have a laptop. I got my first laptop when I was in 5th standard. So from 5th to 9th standard, I used to write there.
Okay.
And I remember I have also written that I am watching the movie Kick, and my brother is not supporting me. He's snatching the remote. So I have written that also. So yeah, it made wonders to me, and I still want to do that. But
Yeah, I don't know, it's somehow you lose those habits and you're just not motivated naturally to do it anymore. But deep inside, if you do it, it will be good.
yeah,
Yeah.
nowadays they have given this thing, the word journaling.
Yeah,
that you should
journaling.
do
Yeah,
journaling.
it's the Gen Z word.
Yeah,
I guess you could say the Gen Z
yeah.
or the aesthetic
Therapists-
word. Aesthetic
therapists
word
use
to
that
use.
a lot. That if
Yeah.
you're going through something, you should do journaling.
Journaling.
So yeah, but yeah, a good amount of things were taught in school. Dear Diary was the concept that they taught in school. It was like
Yeah.
write a letter,
Yeah,
like Dear
yeah.
Diary, like
they,
that.
They taught us a format also, how to write Dear Diary.
What should
yeah.
be in the body, what should be the
Yes,
first
yes,
and
yes.
the last. They taught us good things, right? Okay, question now. Where do you see yourself in next 5 to 10 years?
Okay, 5 to 10 years. No, you have to be specific, 5 or 10 years?
5 years. No, not 5 years. 10
Okay,
years.
10 years.
Yeah.
Okay, in 10 years, number one, I see myself retiring my mom.
Wow.
Okay, I want my mom to be retired and I want to provide everything for her. That's the number one aim for me. Okay, I just want to do that in 10 years. I was literally talking about this to her like a week back. I was telling her, just hold on for another 7 years or 10 years. Just hold on. She was making fun. It's like, more 7 years. So that's the number one thing. Yeah, I want to be so independent that I could tell my mom, you retire, you stay at home, you roam the world, you have fun, I'll join you whenever I can.
Wow.
Live your life. You've done enough, you worked enough. That's the number one thing. And for me, in 10 years, I want to be in a place where I can train people, I can teach people. Okay, I can teach people, I can influence a lot of people in a good way. Okay, to make the society better, and also financially independent. Yeah, that's one thing I really want to be, financially independent, because that removes most of the problem
A middle class,
in life.
a middle class child
Yeah.
really wants that. Everybody.
So you can focus on things that really matter, because the problems related to finance is not the end of all, right? It feels so gruesome to be in a financial problem. It feels like torture, but to be honest, that's not the real problem. Okay, if you have that figured out, you have other problems to take care of.
Yes.
Yeah, so I feel like I have to be financially independent, retire my mom, and I want to have I want to have a lot of students under me. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I've always wanted that. I want people to know how I think about things. They want to take. I want them to try my methods. Yeah, so that's fine.
Okay. Related to that, I have seen you have ideology which change the world changes. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
On LinkedIn, it says third year med student on a mission to change the world.
Yeah.
Right? How will you change the world? How do you think? Like, because I've never thought of it. Like, I want to change India maybe because becoming prime minister will do that. But how do you think you can do that? How can you contribute to that?
See, there's this famous quote by Kobe. Okay, Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Okay, he's like, you start being good in a craft, you're good in something. When you retire from it, or when you leave it better than you found it. Okay, it's not the same quote, but
Yeah.
it's something
I
like
got
that.
the
Yeah, you
essence.
got the
Yeah.
essence of that,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So when you find something, leave it better than you found it. Yeah. So I found that to be very meaningful. So I cannot change the world. No one can change the world. Okay, single-handedly, or let's say collectively also. It's very difficult. There are a lot of things to talk about if you talk about changing the world. But that's where my point about me having a lot of students and me having a lot of influence, me wanting to teach people stuff comes in. So it's me, then let's say 10 people, 100,000, then it grows exponentially, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so at some point of time, people are going to be like, okay, fine, this is a good way to live life. These are good experiences that we have, and the society is going to change at least a little bit.
Right.
Okay, that's what I mean by I want to change the world. Because when I was in, let's say, 12th grade, I thought, yeah, I want to change the world. I want to make a perfect society. But now I got to know that's not possible at all. Okay, and I'm not responsible for it also fully. I can just do my part in making it better. That's what I mean by it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, one more question. It's my favorite actually, the one I ask everyone. If you could have dinner with any historical figure, who would it be and why?
These are good questions. Okay, historical figure.
Yeah, historical figure. Or it can be somebody who's alive but who's not reachable to you.
Okay.
But if you can invite anybody to have dinner, coffee, or anything, or talk with you, who that person is going to be. For me, it's Michelle Obama.
Okay.
I read her book. I guess it's named Becoming. I read it when I was in 9th, and it had a great impact on me because she told how she, she helped Barack Obama to be the president.
Yeah.
Because she has contributed a lot from her side, and she says a lot of insights. And there's one thing I remember. I don't know if it's in the book or not, but I've seen on Instagram. It said that once Barack Obama and Michelle Obama goes to a restaurant. It's around countryside, and then they are like, oh, it's a nice it's a nice restaurant. And then the person comes up, the owner, and he is the ex-boyfriend of Michelle Obama.
Oh, okay.
So Barack Obama says that, oh no, if you would have been his wife, you would have been the owner of this restaurant. And she said, no, if I would have been his wife, he would have been the president of America.
Oh,
So
damn.
And it was like,
Yeah,
wow.
that's wow.
So I would like to have a conversation with her. It's just one. There are many other people, but the top of my mind, it's her.
I would have a dinner with someone who has really come from a dark place but has been very successful right now. So they really know what they went through, right? I just I cannot think about a particular person right now, but I have to think a lot to name a particular person. But one person comes to my mind right now. I can tell you about him. He's a basketball player. You wouldn't know him. He's a Greek player. His name is Giannis Antetokounmpo. Okay, he's a Greek player. So he's not even fully Greek. Okay, I watched his documentary now. He's from Nigeria. There was some war and government politics over there. They were killing people. So his mom had four boys. Okay, his mom and his dad moved out of Nigeria to Greece, to live in Greece as refugees, where they were discriminated like crazy.
Is he black?
Yeah, he's black. Because obviously he's from Nigeria, right?
Right.
He's black. They were discriminated like crazy. So his mom and his family went through a very difficult time. Okay, as being refugees from Nigeria to Greece, and then him working hard and moving out of that dark place and now becoming an NBA champion, living in the United States. And you know what he did? They discovered his talent in Greece. Okay, he went to play. That's a big story. I'll just give a gist to you. They discovered his talent. They told you have an opportunity to play in the US, but that time there were a lot of politics inside the government. They could give visa only to him. He
Not
told
to his
him
family?
not to his family.
Okay.
He told him, if you do not bring my family, then I'm not gonna play. Okay, and they told they'll give him. Okay, and his family too, the visa. But for the first initial part to get drafted into the NBA, only he went along with the agent.
Okay.
Okay, and after that, for the next 3 or 4 years, his family still did not get a visa. Okay, and his performance was not good. After 4 years, he told that I'm leaving, quitting NBA. He was one of the successful players. He told he'll quit NBA and go back to his country because their visas are not getting approved. Okay, then through some loopholes they got it approved, and his family is here right now. So from that, it's more. The movie is more actually. The documentary is more. His story is more. But from that, what I learned is, I mean, never forget your roots. Never forget where you come from, and who were with you. Who was actually with you during most of your dark or low times. Okay, so I would want to sit on a dinner table with him or have let's say a coffee with him to understand his story from his own words, and I want him to explain me things like what are the horrific things he's seen, how he has felt living 4,000 miles away from Greek in US without his family, knowing that they might not make it here, knowing that their visas will not get approved. I want to know that experience, what he felt and how it modeled him to become who he is today. Okay, I want a more inspirative talk. Yeah. Same with you, right, Michelle Obama? You feel inspired. Yeah, same. I feel inspired. But if you give me more time, I can think about more people.
Oh God. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, let's cut there. Yeah. So,
Fine.
if you give me more time, I could actually think about some person other than this to have a coffee or dinner with. But this is the person that came right up to me when you asked me that question.
Okay. So last question.
Yeah.
What's the best piece of advice you have ever received, and how has it impacted you?
Okay. Best piece of advice I've ever received.
Same. You need to
Oof.
think about it, right?
Yeah. You have really good questions, and I have to think about it. And I'm feeling bad that I feel like I'm not giving you the answers.
No, you are. I want those answers which are coming right in your mind.
Yeah,
And I'm saying
okay.
that I don't want those answers that you have pre-made.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a nice thing that it's so natural.
The best piece of advice. It's simple actually. It's a very simple advice. Again, it's from my mom. She just, I think, before I left to Pune, yeah, when I did my BS in Pune, right, in 2019. So before I left there, she also came to Pune with me. So she just told me, remember, life can be very easy if you love what you're doing. Okay. And at that time, me coming to Pune, I didn't like it a lot. Okay. If you love what you do, then life is going to be very easy. You're going to be successful. So till date, the other day, I was talking to my aunt. She's another inspiration for me. So she was asking me, how do you feel about medicine now that you're 3 years into med school? I simply gave her an answer. I cannot see myself in any other place except for this. That's when she told me, okay, now I know that you are doing it with interest and love. So I feel like if you're doing anything in life, do it with interest, or try to develop the interest. If you see the greater good of whatever you're doing, try to develop the interest, fall in love with the process. Yeah, that's the best piece of advice I've ever received.
Yeah, simple advices are the best.
Yeah.
To live the life simply rather than complicating it. Okay. Though I feel Chit is not satisfied, he said so. So he's gonna come back again.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
A more experienced version of me.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
Like cool.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. It's going to be so long. Like it's going to be 1 hour and plus, but you have to watch it. Like if you.
You shouldn't be saying this at the end. You should be saying
It in the
it
starting. I know that, but nobody's gonna come till here. But it's fine.
Yeah. For those who did, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Please, thank you so much, and please watch other videos as well, which will be coming up on next Friday and next Friday. That's all. Thank you. Bye bye.